When I was just a boy, there was one thing I wanted, a good old guitar, and I never got it. I got a piece of crap and it played just like ass, but I never knew better. I was just a wee lad. Learned a few chords, strummed them and a few more, and since that day, well, I ain't ever been bored. Now I'm picking on the docks out in St. John's. Summer had brought the sun and the ice was gone. She came walking up to me like in a sailor's dream. Thought she'd pass right by, but she stopped and then she leaned and she said, "Hey, handsome darling, well, you ain't so bad at that song you've been barking like an old sea dog." For the next week we talked on the phone, then a few days later I was at her home, a little white shack on the North Atlantic, overlooking the sea on a cliff that was planted. I brought my sixth string to calm my nerves down, but when she asked me to play, well, I didn't help. The anxious in my voice, she didn't need to sense. You could hear her plain as day, like a ship smell wind. But she said, "Hey, handsome darling, well, you ain't so bad at that song you've been barking like an old sea dog." Years later, we got married, moved to the city. She a school teacher and I a dog worker. 50 years brought out when the tide melted away with the ice, but at least I spent it loving a faithful woman who was there to love me back just right. Now I'm just an old man, time wasn't kind of these hands, but I try to get out to the house when I can. That little white shack on the North Atlantic is falling apart right